The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to put that on. Nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's close. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Running behind that left side.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Back to pass, it's Arnold. He looks that one in nicely. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Quick handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Back to throw. It's Orji. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Dropping back, it's Orji. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it at the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man on the outside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
Third down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, Oklahoma 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is
running toward the tape. 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On second down, they'll take to the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. The one thing they always have, offensive success.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense has a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Hand off from the shotgun. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Michigan 21, Oklahoma 0.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Going up top on first down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. It's complete on the right side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooner. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Klein. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The back goes in motion. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Alchuk. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Coming after him. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. David, I've got to ask, how in the world did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
I have no clue. He kind of breaks 1 tackle and kind of spins off and evades the guy, but then he gets hit right in the mouth.
The expressway is wide open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Orji. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense give it.
And they got him for the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Power football with the run. Bulls his way forward. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To throw, it's Arnold trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that a big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The receiver on the jet sweep. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, in the running game, there's a lot of ways that you can attack a defense. You can do it conventionally with running backs, and we're seeing more and more teams use the quarterback in the RPO game and zone reads, but I love when you sprinkle in a little jet sweep. Use the athleticism of your wide receivers to help you go get 1st downs.
Wide receiver shows motion. Now they'll try the right side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Softened them up with a run, and now to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The offense lining up for a first down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many.
He's going to let it go. He's got it down the left. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooner. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 23 to Akron. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. His quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sharp. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fast motion from the offense. The Sooners will keep this drive going.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
You know, when you're running the power play as a running back, you've got to be patient and know that that needs to hit up the middle. If you try to bounce it outside, you risk getting a tackle for loss, and that's what happened.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
This is